Action.
Hello, my name is Taneesha Freidus, and this is my HSER 508 Interpersonal Communications Project. Next slide. Stewart defines interpersonal communication as the type or kind of communication that happens when the people involved talk and listen in ways that maximize the presence of the personal. Interpersonal communication characteristics. We have unique, which means non-interchangeability, unmeasurable, which are objects not measured, responsive, which means to respond, not react, reflective, we are aware of what's around us, and addressable, which means a person can recognize when they are being addressed. Next slide. Inhaling, perceiving, and listening. Perception is everything in communication. There are three sub-processes of perception. There's selecting, organizing, and inferring. In selecting, it means we pick up cues when we pay attention. In organizing, we organize those cues. And in inferring, we go beyond the sensory cue. Next slide. Exhaling, expression and disclosing. Being open with and to other people, and self-disclosure. When we exhale, we open up ourselves to communication with others. And when we self-disclose, we disclose a piece of us to that person that we are having a conversation with. It's important in communicating because when a person communicates to you, you need to be able to communicate back to them. And that's what self-disclosure is. Next slide. We have behavioral blend. Uniquely viewed profiles. Profiles in the U.S. having a DC personality type. Carbonell describes the DC personality type as being very task-oriented. The person is also both passive and active. The person also likes to do multitasking, and the person is not very people-oriented. The person would rather accomplish a task than relate to people. Next slide. The DISC model of human behavior describes the four basic temperament types as choleric, which is the D type, sanguine, which is the I type, and phlegmatic, which is the S type, and melancholy, which is the C type. Everyone is a blend of the DISC behavior. The D, which stands for active and task-oriented, means at times I can be dominating, directing, demanding, determined, decisive, and also doing. The C task is passive or task-oriented. I can be cautious, competent, calculating, compliant, and careful. I can also be contemplative. Next slide. Potential barriers. Negative relationship with others, holding grudges against others, and selfishness and self-centeredness, not seeing others as peers. For potential barriers, negative relationships cause emotional rifts when communicating. Holding grudges and being selfish and self-centered is not a very good form of communicating. We tend to become selfish and self-centered when we feel like we are not being listened to. So these are part of the potential barriers that need to be worked on in communication. Next slide. Internal noise pollution. We have negative inner thoughts, a wandering mind, not acknowledging others. For internal noise pollution, we want to make sure we curb the negative inner thoughts and pay attention when we're speaking and listening to someone. Our mind doesn't need to wander but stay focused on that person in that conversation. We also need to acknowledge the other person when we're speaking to them or listening to them. This could be a simple nod of the head or a gesture with our hand, letting the person know that we are speaking to them. Next slide. External noise pollution could be others talking loud,
loud noises, TV and music playing loudly in the background,
and noisy person. For external noises,
we can learn to control those when we're speaking to someone by isolating our conversation and making sure we stay focused on that one person's conversation. Make sure that we listen to them and paraphrase things back to them so they know that we are listening to them.
next slide. The OAG plan of action. Focus on listening, which is in the inhaler. Focus on positive thoughts. We focus on not shutting people out on purpose. We also need to practice self-disclosure in the exhaling part. Limit the amount of internal noises and limit the amount of external voices. When we do this, we can be effective listeners as well as effective communicators. Next slide. In conclusion, I have learned that conversation is not just about exhaling, but a major part of conversation is inhaling. Listening to what others have to say and being an effective and positive listener as well as a positive and effective conversationalist. Thank you for watching my slide presentation. The end.
God bless America.